anything can happen. Well, we are so delighted to have your company and to have 100,000 fans who are coming in over the 3-day event. The Invitational happened yesterday, and today it's the two men's and women's competitions. Jaco de Wit is our referee. The local man from the United Arab Emirates has the duty of taking care of this great match. So Spain, the Leones, ranked 10th with coach Pablo Fegu is in charge of them. They're on the radio screen, and it's Fiji. They will look to receive this one on the left. Fiji. Brilliant support for them. Will that carry them through this contest? A huge restart, batted down. It's still there. Talathola picks it up for Fiji, known as the big friendly giant, the BFG. Always carries the ball in one hand. Temba, Ioane Temba, he was outstanding last weekend. They go to Wasena Thungu, one of the experienced veterans. Flicks it back down to that far side. Looking to strip free. Was in their early tackle.
Forward pass. Forward
the referee's
pass.
going to come back to a forward pass there.
Yeah, but first forward pass.
We've got to ask you, Oscar, as we see the blue flags everywhere around the stadium, is there anywhere you've gone around the world to play sevens but you haven't seen your great Fijian supporters there?
You know what I want from you?
We always have great support, and I've always seen everywhere we played that support is always there and the flag is always waving.
Well, Oscar Kalenasai, you're on the local money as well. Did you bring some for us?
No, I don't have any money with me.
Ben Ryan's got some for us.
Sit.
Spain. First possession for them. Juan Ramos feeds this. Nice little offload. Martinez, midfield. Lopez has been brilliant. Strips to the first one. Eduardo Lopez still going. And then a bit of a haymaker on him. There's Paul Pla goes to the right-hand side. Spain looking to cut back in here. Manu Moreno into the contact. Fiji been asked to make a lot of tackles this weekend. That hand in, illegal.
No. 3.
A little bit of discussion there, but just playing the scrum half there, killing the ball. So Spain will have a good set-piece attack inside the 22.
Well, they really took Argentina. Scored 2 excellent tries. One through Paul Pla and Eduardo Lopez, who was in picture just a little bit earlier. Juan Ramos out of the El Salvador Rugby Club in Spain. Juan Martinez slips through. Martinez dishes it off. Ramos is there. Looking for Lopez. There's space on the outside. Paul Pla, what can he do here? Pla for the line. What a tackle on Paul Pla. Knocked on in the process. Spain looking very, very dangerous.
I think we're going to have a look here as he dove for the line. Did he get it down?
TMO, check.
Yes, Yaku.
Try or no try, please.
We'll have a look.
And it's all in the question, try or no try. What do you think, Oscar? Do you think he got it down as he dove in support here?
No, I think he dropped the ball.
I thought we might hear that. Let's see here. We got a great head-on shot here. He comes to the line. Does he have it in possession?
Yaku,
no,
the ball's
not
been
even
knocked
close.
on. We're not on the screen.
Thank you.
No try.
Right, no try. There was a high tackle, so therefore penalty.
So you heard it there. They'll come back for the
Scrum,
penalty.
please.
But good early threatening, good width from the Spanish side there.
Oscar, surprising new side, 11 new players. A lot of tackles. We don't often see that. Fiji normally play with ball in hand.
Stay down,
Why
okay?
do you think that is this weekend?
I think it's just the youngsters. I think our tackling is not, our one-on-ones is not up to par. And hopefully the boys learn from it.
Right, here we go. Up to par, though, is Wasena Thungu. Still with the Spaniards. Lopez driven backwards, able to offload. Jojo Serres is there. Another penalty to Spain. Offside is the defensive line. So Paul Pla goes quickly. Pla got some wonderful foot.
This is really frustrating. There's nothing wrong with where he's taken that ball from.
Offside.
It's well behind the mark and in line with it. Frustrating.
Juan Martinez has a crack, goes himself. Martinez wrangles his way close to the line. Advantage. Vakurnabilly was there. And here it is. Spain diving through to score. And it's Paul Pla that gets it done. An early, brilliant start here for the Spaniards.
Yeah, just great awareness from the senior veteran. They were stopped short, but he saw it. Fijian boys would be concerned with the early pressure that Spain's putting on them here, Oscar.
Yeah, with that amount of possession and that amount of pressure, you're finally just going to break.
Yeah, quick tap from the big man, Juan Martinez. He's short, but watch Popla arriving here. Just enough. Look at that, reaching out with the arms over the line.
The extras are added. 7-0. Paul Pla's try is converted. And Spain, with their leading try scorer in history, Tolpla now with 55 scores, well ahead of Manuel Sanstrapaja, who is 37, knocked down here to Fiji. Can they come back here? 3 to go in the first half. Always elusive with the ball in hand. Vakurnabili on the outside, the big frame. Just saw Vakurnabili, says get away, gets a lovely dish away. Oh, that hand is superb. Maisamo is there. Manueli Maisamo drifts across field, offers up a switch to Nathungu, who cuts them loose. Fiji bring the flair, and they strike right back.
Well, you called it, Oscar, when Fiji needed something special. First they went to the big man, Nakurunabili, down the sideline. Finally, they're starting to execute. And then Nathungu just hits it out. Look at that. That's his job, the ball in one hand, and keeps the play alive. Finally, Nathungu pops up midfield. And you've seen this many times, but you've been playing beside him, Oscar.
Yeah, just the possession, and I think Fijian boys just need possession and not to give the possession away to Spain.
Oscar, a lot of people talk about training for sevens and the skill set. How do you practice in Fiji with the islands? The ball skills are unbelievable. The switches, it's amazing to watch.
Just play a lot of Fijian touch.
Can we get the ball, please?
Very simple from Asir Kalenesau, gold medal legend.
Sorry, that's a recipe for life, I think.
Time back on.
Enjoy yourselves out there, and there's nothing scarier than when the Fijian tide is starting to enjoy themselves on a rugby pitch.
Pool C locked up so far, 7 apiece. Try by Wasia Nathungu. His 90th try for Fiji. And the restart comes back to the Pacific Island nation, and they come to Vakurnabili, who started the madness a little bit earlier, gets a couple of fans still going. Finally they bring him down.
Last feet.
Fiji to the left. Nathungu shifts it across. Numbers if they can work this. Another strong fend yet again. This time Josefa Talatolo going all the way through. Pirouetting around. It's the revolving door that keeps on giving. It's Fiji. Have a double in a row.
Talatolo's got immense range. Those long legs, those long arms. And he's used them to perfection here. Look at him just reaching out, going to look for players to fend off. Come here, so I'm going to push you away. Gets that right arm free. And that's a better use of the physical presence, Oscar, of the Fijian players.
Yeah, Taladol has been threatening, I think, last week on the series last week, and this week he's continued that form.
A brilliant response from Josefa Talatolo, the VFG, 24 years of age. And it's converted 14-7. Fiji leads Spain. Final 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And Oscar, how much pressure is on this young team? We said a lot of debutants, a bad start today for them, losing to France. And how much pressure do they sense when they're out there wearing that famous jersey?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, and because back in the islands, they don't care if it's a new team, they expect the win.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Oscar, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Kalenesau. It is an honor, a treat to have the second ever Fijian on the world commentary feed. Thank you for your time, my friend, and being here.
Thank you very much, and Vinaka Bakali.
Well,
absolutely brilliant. From the Fijian legend, playing now in the United States, is Eduardo Lopez. Skips out of another. Little footwork from the dancing sensation. They move it to the right-hand side. Javier Dewan. Ramos with a dummy. A couple of great steps yet again. Juan Ramos. It's still available for Spain, looking to lock things up. Lopez yet again. How good are some of these side steps from the Spaniards? Dummy thrown there from Ramos yet again. Cuts direction to Martinez, goes on the outside. Martinez, excellent pass. Manu Moreno in the corner. Spain have come right back into this, and the crowds love it.
full credit to the Spanish side. Juan Martinez has been in exceptional form. The fans love it. It started in the truncated series last year. Martinez looked really sharp on the ball. Just so confident. Just a well-timed pass. Great work from him and a good finish from Moreno, who has done that a little bit here in Dubai.
He really has. Hat-trick last week against Spain. Oh, that kick is a thing of beauty. It has locked things up in this first half. It's Fiji 14, Spain 14 at the breeze. And Fiji to kick off from right to left, who finished 4th last weekend. Spain finished 10th, but they did shock the United States and Canada with victories there. Tight one against Argentina earlier today. They lost 21 points to 7. Fiji also lost, though, by 5 to France. So here comes Spain. Eduardo Lopez has been one of their go-to players. Debuted in London in 2019. Jojo Ceres on the field as well to Pla. That scored earlier. Gets one. Pla avoids his head being taken off. And Javier Dewan takes it to the 10. Martinez is there. He's been good as well. It's flicked on to Ramos on that far side. And just lurking yet again is Eduardo Lopez. Not afraid to put a couple of dance moves on and some big steps. Pla yet again. Cuts back in nicely. Paul Pla. Havoc in midfield. Jojo Ceres beats another. Spain, delightful sevens. That pass so close to be given. Ball is still there for the Spanish. They pick it up.
Knock on advantage.
Dewan.
Release!
Just scrum advantage. But they have position going on the short side. Pla flicks it
over.
up one hand, one Ramos. Martinez. He lays it back. 3-on-2 on the far side. Lopez says, no, I'm going to cut back in.
Yeah, good.
Able to get to his feet and keep it alive. Options are plenty for Ramos. That's the pass. Spain will take the lead. Mano Morena. He gets a double in this game and gives us the little snake celebration.
Well, credit the young Fijian defense. Spain worked very hard to score this try. They probably should have scored at least twice before this moment. But it was the looping pass to Moreno. Just had to make sure he secured it. And he was probably thinking about a celebration here.
Well, he gave us the celebration. You didn't see the little Viper come out. It was a goodie from the number 10. There it is. Take that, Gareth Rees.
Yeah, great stuff. But you did say, you know, a Spanish player just avoiding getting his head taken off. I sense a little bit of frustration coming in to the Fijian side. A few big tackles. They're running hard at people and barely missing. They've got to be careful.
Kick goes over. 21-17. Another fantastic finish on our hands in this Pool C. Fiji take this one. Almost driven off the ball. So they have to go down low here.
Penalty advantage play.
Saturanga advantage here. Ramos has it for Spain. Take that with the little general, Tobias Senstrapaka on the field too.
Well, a nice moment for Spain. They can slow it down. They may even take the line out, kick to touch. They are going to. And again, frustrating times for Fiji. But let's be perfectly honest, you just can't replace the likes of a Jerry Tuai as the general, as the taskmaster, or Oscar for that matter. You just can't replace players of that quality within 1 or 2 tournaments. They need to spend some time in the series learning their trade.
Yeah.
Well, Pablo Ferru, the
Mike,
head
let's
coach,
get that hooker closer.
guided the Spanish side to score status after they win in the Hong Kong qualifier in 2017. Kept them ever since there. So here they come. Ramos off the top. Martinez with a man bun. Drifts across field. Nice little switch to Lopez. They cut back in. Ramos avoids one and gets a brilliant ball away to Jojo Ceres. Huge hit was going to come in. The flick to Moreno. Absorbing the contact. Again, Fiji asked to make a huge amount of tackles in this game. Barely any possession for them in the second half. Eduardo Lopez. Little dummy. Just very casual Lopez as well, standing upright. As they go around the fringes, Thiago Romero almost scampers through. A wonderful tackle from Ilya Tamakabata, but there it goes on the far side. Tobias Senstrapaka will go in, he looks around. Where's the crowd? I want the dive. Spain have 4 tries against Fiji.
That Spanish bench is buzzing, and give them a full credit. They've had opportunities here. They're not taking the high-risk offload option. They keep recycling the ball. They're keeping the ball alive, and they're backing each other up here. That was the moment we thought there could be trouble. But listen to this final offload. Again, no panic out of the tackle. Just taking their time. Recycling when required. And good finish. Time to look around. So clinical play from the Spanish.
Oh, delight all round for Tobias Senstrapaka and his side. Out of the Cisnero Rugby Club in Spain. Conversion successful. A huge mountain to climb. Fly on the side. 28 points to 14. 2 minutes to go. This will be their first ever victory in history against Fiji. And on the verge of doing that. But can Bakurnabili inspire some magic here for his side? Fiji have possession at the halfway line. Looking to step up here with Bakurnabili again. Penalty.
Spanish guilty of not releasing, so an opportunity here for Fiji.
Shifted across. Tanaka Bata, and now they go in field to Mai Samoa.
Penalty advantage.
Yeah, with the penalty advantage for Fiji. On the edge of their seat stuff, it's a pick and drive yet again. Jeremiah Matana is in there as well. Mai Samoa. Nakurnabili, oh, what a flick from Nakurnabili. It's gone forward though.
Fiji 3, sub.
Well, Coach Fisher will be happy there. The line speed was good from Spain, and they put the pressure on that flick from Nakurnabili, and he couldn't quite complete it. And the game will turn on moments like that. Watch here. The Spanish player sprinting up, taking the space away, and he had to make a split-second decision. He couldn't quite execute.
Fine on Tim.
Well, tremendous defense indeed. Spain have never scored more than 14 points against Fiji, and that happened 7 years ago in 2014. Tremendous scene so far here from the Spanish side. They have possession with Nico Nieto. He's been so impressive. Such an aggressive player in the game of sevens. Martinez, what a ball. Comes across to Ceres yet again. Spain, can they hold on for this one? Saint Stropaka, 45 seconds to go. The shove is there, the counter one. And it comes to Dangunu. Ball in one hand. Cut down though.
Tackle.
Is Daikanbata. Keeps it alive. Looking for Rasaku to the far side. Natungu's there. Wasia Natungu stutters and goes on the outside. They'll need to go quickly here. Can they get this kick and get another 7 to tie things up?
Yeah, he's good.
Scored within the 30 seconds, so he's going to try the kick himself. Good effort. Doesn't quite get there, so barring disaster for Spain, they have a famous victory lined up here.
Let's go.
That was a great ankle tackle. But in the end, Fiji found the space out wide.
Here they go. The siren sounds. Final play of the game. Natungu kicks it. It's back in field. Spain have this one. They could just hoof this out, but they want to have another crack. Francisco Soriano gets the ball inside. Chapaka for the line. Saints Chapaka has it. It's a famous day in Spanish rugby history. They beat Fiji for the first time ever. And look at the celebrations. Viva Los Leones.
Well, those celebrations say a lot about the history and the reputation of this famous Fijian rugby nation. But what a moment for Spain. San Stropaka gets his second, but so positive all day. And look at the reaction of the bench. That is history in Spain.
This is why they play the game. And the final whistle. Spain beat Fiji for the first time ever in history. 33 points to 19. Final score in this classic contest.